Is contribution margin a good metric to look at for grading marketing performance? Because contribution margin is made up of some factors that have nothing to do with marketing, things that marketers have no control over. So why not look at a combo of MER, new customer CPA, and new customer ROAS? So the short answer here is that you do. There's a hierarchy of metrics, and let me show you what I recommend looking at as like a hierarchy of metrics. Okay, so I made this on Canva, but basically CPM, CTR, CVR, these are all actually really good KPIs to look at in ROAS and new customer ROAS. But you can see I put them at the bottom of the pyramid because these are the least important metrics to look at because a lot of these are based on correlation, not causation. These three metrics make up results. Now, the next level is incremental metrics. So like incremental revenue, incremental ROAS, incremental cost per order, incremental cost per new customer. This is very important to track, but not every brand can track this efficiently. When you start making over $10 million annually, that's when you can start tracking incremental metrics. So that's really important. If you can't, I'd probably just skip over that line and go straight to the holistic metrics, which then come into contribution margin, MER, which is marketing efficiency ratio, which is total revenue divided by total ad spend. It helps look at some like halo effects and more holistic view of overall efficiency. And then GP LTV to CAC. There's a guy in my comments always talking about LTV to CAC. I don't think that's a good metric. I like gross profit lifetime value to CAC. That's a better metric to track. But again, these are not the end all be all. The end all be all for every single business, whether they know it or not, is net profit. This is true for e-com. This is true for B2B companies. This is true for startups that even just want growth by revenue. Ultimately, they would rather have extreme growth by net profit, but sometimes they can't have it. So the idea is there's not one metric to look at, but it's very important to understand what each of these metrics mean. For example, ROAS and CPA, which is a very common metric that is the main North Star for a lot of brands, in my opinion, is at the bottom of this hierarchy because those are based on correlation, not causation. For example, I could just invest a lot of money in branded search that would increase ROAS, decrease CPA, and if you didn't know better, I would look like a rock star while your business bleeds. But the thing I can't fake or fudge through ad buying is your actual P&L, your actual net profit. So the closer and closer you can get to tracking, like if I pull this lever on ads, what does that do to net profit? That is how you build a winning marketing program.